Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is QAYYIM MUQRI. Today we will present about assignment question 5. So my group members is Muhammad FIRDAUS bin ISKANDAR and Farah Izzati BINTI ROSLI. So the question is a registered chargeman install an electrical wiring for a motor starter without control circuit. And if he install motor starter control circuit, he install its switch far from the view of that particular motor. Does the action follow the currently electrical regulation? Please elaborate that related regulation. So in this action compliant with mentioned electrical regulation? So the answer is no. This action violate several key regulation and standard. So we go to related regulation and acts. So for installation or modification of motor starter, we have several regulation and acts, which is Electricity Supply Act 1990 and Electricity Regulation 1994, Section 21, 23, 49 and Regulation 3, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 66. And then we have also Occupational Safety and Health Act 1994, Act 514 from Section 15 to 18. And then we have MSIEC 60204, which is relate to emergency stop accessibility and visibility. So for safety and health risk, so in this situation, it will cause a delay emergency shutdown. Emergency stop switch must be reachable and immediately during emergencies. Delays in stopping the machine can result in several injuries. So an emergency stop located too far reduce the ability to respond instantly when dangerous situation occur. So if dangerous happen, the stop button is far, so we can reach unreachable lah. So next we have reduce operator control. Without a local control switch, the operator cannot directly monitor or intervene in the machine operation. Lack of immediate control increase the risk during unexpected malfunction or abnormal condition. And then we have inadvertent startup. The remote control switch increase the risk of accidental motor startup by other personnel. If a worker is servicing the motor unaware of its life status, it may lead to interruption or serious injury. Absence of a local lockout and takeout system compound this danger. So next we have a legal issue. So for legal issue, first we have unauthorized work. Only competent person, judgment or wireman may install the certified installation. Act 447 Section 23. In this case, they have a judgment. They have already judgment, but they not do the installation safely. So it will cause unauthorized work. And then we have a no approval or certification. Any wiring need prior approval and inspection certificate. So if the wireman, if a judgment settle the installation, and then they need inspection to do before we run the motor. And then we have non-compliance with control placement requirement. So for emergency stop must be accessible and visible. So must be near to the motor. And then we have failure to ensure safe system, legal duty to eliminate hazard. That's all for me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Muhammad FIRDAUS bin ISKANDAR and my metric number is 008-221-0424. I want to continue to present about the cultural issue in this situation. Cultural issue in engineering practice refer to the values, behaviors, habits and norms that influence how work is performed. And I also want to see how safety, responsibility and professionalism are prioritized in this situation where the judgment did not install the circuit and also install the power switch far from the motor, he or she neglecting the safety standard, where he or she prioritize the convenience or speed over the safety and regulation. Next, the judgment also failed to uphold the industry standard, where he did not follow the regulation 17.3, where it can diminish the perception of electrical professional, and also it can influence the junior technician or the trainee to think that this shortcut are acceptable in the real world. Lastly, the judgment lack of accountability, where the judgment, even though he is certified, he act without the regard for the consequences. This reflects a toxic culture where qualifications are not matched with the responsibility. These three are the cultural issues that we choose based on the situation given. Thanks, I pass to the next presenter.
Hi, my name is Farah Izzati binti ROSLI. My number metric is B0822101130. So today, I will continue to talk about public interest and social impact. Firstly, safety to life and property, Regulation 15 and 17. Regulation 15.1 state that all electrical equipment and wiring must be installed and maintained to prevent danger. Thus, Regulation 72 and 3 specifically require that motors be controlled by effective starting devices, and these switches must be easily accessible to the person in charge. Impact: installing a motor without a control circuit or the switches are not in clear view violates safety principle, potentially delaying emergency stop, increasing risk of injury, fire or damage. Second, accessibility of control, Regulation 73. The control switch must be located so it is easily operated by the person responsible for the motor. Impact: if the switch is placed far from the motor and not in view, it obstructs quick response to malfunctions, increasing danger to operators and the public. Thirdly, professional accountability and public trust, Regulation 49 2C. A judgment is expected to have sufficient knowledge to operate equipment without danger. Impact: not following this undermine the credibility of certified professionals and could lead to public distrust in regulator bodies and safety system. Last but not least, legal non-compliance and consequences, Regulation 59.3 and 4. Serious misconduct include causing danger to life by careless operation or neglecting safety devices. Impact: such installation may lead to revocation or suspension of certification, effective career and legal liability, and more critically, endangering public safety. Lastly, preventive regulation is preventive harm. The electricity regulation aims to protect society at large by enforcing safe, professional and transparent practices in electrical installation. Impact: failure to comply does not only pose technical faults, it leaves causes business losses and may damage public infrastructure.
Hello, my name is FIRDAUS. We are back and I want to continue the presentation on how an engineer or a judgment can contribute to the society. Electrical professionals play a vital role in building a safe, efficient and sustainable society. Their actions directly impact the public safety and well-being. First, they can make a contribution by protecting the human life and property by ensuring electrical systems are designed and installed with proper safety measurement, as for example a visible emergency stop and a protective device to reduce the accident and hazard which will protect the public. Next, they can set an industry standard. When a judgment follow the best practice, they will help raise the bar for the whole profession. This can make the public views a judgment that follow the standard better than the judgment that did not follow the standard, which will also help impact their trust on the judgment. Lastly, they can encourage the sustainable development, which by proper electrical installation reduce energy waste. Also, it can enhance the equipment lifespan and lastly contribute to a sustainable industrial process. That's all for me. Thanks.
In conclusion, this presentation has highlighted the critical role of technology in driving innovation and shaping the future. We have seen how digital transformation is no longer optional but essential for staying relevant and competitive. Embracing change and leveraging new technologies empower individuals and organizations to operate more efficiently and creatively. Moreover, the importance of collaboration across disciplines and sectors cannot be overstated as it accelerates progress and expands impact. Looking ahead, a future-focused mindset, one that values continuous learning and adaptability, will be key to thriving in an ever-evolving technologies landscape. Let us take this as a call to action to embrace technologies responsibly, invest in forward-thinking solution and lead with purpose toward a better tomorrow.